The Philippines will be participating in a Swiss-organized global peace summit on the war in Ukraine later this month. This is according to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who met with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Monday, June 3. In a post on X, Zelensky says that part of the discussions with Marcos at Malacanang was the Global Peace Summit in Switzerland and the importance of Southeast Asian countries' participation there. Zelensky says the Philippines will participate in the said summit. However, neither Malacanang nor the Presidential Communications Office have confirmed Zelensky's statement. Zelensky also expresses his gratitude to Marcos for the Philippines' support of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The Philippines has been supportive of Ukraine's plight, having voted in favor of a 2022 United Nations resolution expressing explicit condemnation of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Zelensky went to Manila for a short bilateral meeting with Marcos after failing to meet the Philippine president in Singapore over the weekend. Both Marcos and Zelensky attended the International Institute for Strategic Studies Shangri-La Dialogue, Asia's premier defense summit, which was held in Singapore. The Office of the Ombudsman orders the suspension of Alice Guo as mayor of Tarlac's Bamban town. Ombudsman Samuel Martires says there are sufficient grounds to preventively suspend Guo and two other town officials, considering that there is strong evidence showing their guilt. According to the Ombudsman, Mayor Guo, together with Municipal Business Permits and Licensing Office Officer Edwin Ocampo and Municipal Legal Officer Aden Sigua, are placed under preventive suspension without pay, pending the resolution of an investigation against them. But the Ombudsman adds that their suspension must not exceed 6 months. Last week, the DILG filed charges of grave misconduct, serious dishonesty, gross neglect of duty, and conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service against Guo, Ocampo, and Sigua for allegedly allowing illegal Philippine offshore gaming operators to do business in Bamban. On May 18, Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. announced that the DILG recommended to the Office of the Ombudsman the preventive suspension of the mayor so she could not influence the investigation launched against her. According to Abalos, the 7-man DILG task force investigating Guo's reported link to a pogo has already submitted their report containing troubling findings of serious illegal acts that may have severe legal implications. Based on the Ombudsman's order, the DILG alleged that Guo did not cancel or revoke the business permits issued to the pogo because of her business interests in Baofu, even if the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation revoked Zun Yuan Technologies franchise as pogo. Baofu refers to Baofu Land Development Incorporated, the compound in Bamban, Tarlac, where the pogo is doing business. Guo is purportedly the president of Baofu, which purchased 8 parcels of land in Bamban last February 2019. However, Guo claims to have divested ownership of Baofu, but the DILG believes that the amount she divested it for was grossly incongruent to her investment on Baofu, which is approximately 8 hectares of land. A Senate panel has also been probing into Guo's supposed ties with Pogo, as well as her identity, over the possibility that she is a purported Chinese asset or spy trained to infiltrate the Philippine government. Chinese woman Lin Wenyi, who is suspected to be Bamban Mayor Alice Guo's mother, left the country in May and has yet to return, according to Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. In a message to INQUIRER.net, Gatchalian says his sources from the Bureau of Immigration confirmed the matter. Along with Lin is Guo's father, Jian Zhongguo. Gatchalian previously cited flight records that supposedly showed Lin traveling with Guo's father at least 170 times in 7 to 8 years. Majority of their travels were in China. Guo has been the subject of scrutiny after the Senate panel on women bared her alleged ties to illegal Philippine offshore gaming operators. However, Guo denied the allegation, including circulating claims that she is a Chinese spy. Senate President Francis Escudero believes that the Anti-discrimination bill has a better chance of getting Senate approval than the proposed SOGIESC Equality Act. SOGIESC stands for Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity and Expression, and Sex Characteristics. The Senate President says there were proposed amendments to the SOGIESC bill before it can be passed.
Sa pagkakaalam ko, may mga panukalang amendment dito sa bill na ito bago ito tuluyang mapasa. Pero sa kwentuhan din, bago pa man ako naging tagapangulo ng Senado, mas malaki ang tsansang makapasa ng anti-discrimination kumpara sa SOGI bill unless nga yung mga amendments ay mapagbibigyan.
Escudero points out that the SOGIESC bill differs from another anti-discrimination measure being pushed in Congress. The Senate chief was among the 18 senators who signed the report on the SOGIESC bill prepared by Senate Committees on Women and Finance in December 2022. However, the bill remains pending at the Senate Committee on Rules until now. Oil companies announced a hefty price adjustment in local pump prices effective Tuesday, June 4. According to industry players, the price of gasoline will decrease by 90 centavos per liter, but diesel prices will rise by 60 centavos per liter and kerosene will likewise increase by 80 centavos per liter. Most firms will apply their pump price hike on Tuesday morning, with Shell Pilipinas and Sea Oil leading the price adjustments at 6 a.m. Department of Energy's Oil Industry Management Bureau Director Rodela Romero says that next week's pump price adjustment was hinged on expectations that the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies might extend voluntary output reductions by the second quarter of this year.